good morning and welcome to this week's vlog. It is Thursday the 25th. It has been a week of reading just an absolute obscene amount. I got like 80% into Godly Heathens yesterday. My plan is to finish that today and then start Merciless Saviors. I'd like to get 50% of Merciless Saviors if possible today, but it looks like it might be a bit of a busy day, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to accomplish that, but I would love to. I really only have about 30 minutes left of the audiobook for Godly Heathens, so that I know I'll be able to finish today because I'm going to start it as soon as I get done updating you guys. Well, no, I'm going to edit a vlog, so I might actually not get to do it until much later this morning, but regardless, that is the plan. And then I'm going to start Merciless Saviors. The thing about Merciless Saviors, though, is that it isn't long. It is an 11-hour long audiobook, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get 50% into it. Because I have been reading so much so quickly, I went ahead and added 2 more books to my TBR for this month. So after I finish Godly Heathens and Merciless Saviors, I'm going to continue on my task, my quest to finish all of my series and reread The Stolen Heir by Holly Black and then its sequel, The Prisoner's Throne. I have quite literally no memory of what happens in The Stolen Heir. I don't remember at all what that book is about, so that'll be fun. What else? It is super rainy today, so I'm not pleased about that. That sucks quite a bit, actually. So here's hoping that the sun comes out eventually. We'll see, but I would like for it to come out at some point. Yeah, I filmed my wrap-up yesterday and got that edited and already uploaded, so that is great. Got a bath yesterday. Things are good. We're being productive. We're having a good time. What else? I think that's it. I might grab something to eat because I'm a little bit hungry, which is unusual in the morning, so I might go grab something to eat and get started on my day. Oh, crochet-wise, I did finish the box. And I'm currently working on the lid for the box, and then I'm gonna work on some of the wisteria stuff, just because I would like to finish that project as well at some point. And I need to do book blanket catch up. Alright, I'm gonna go though. Hope you guys are having a good day. Okay, thanks, bye. Hello, good morning. It is Friday the 26th. I have been very productive when it comes to reading. It's crazy. I started The Stolen Heir, which I have read before, by Holly Black. It is a continuation of the Folk of the Air trilogy, which is a continuation of Modern Fairy Tales, which, if you didn't know, I feel like a lot of people don't realize that Modern Fairy Tales is actually the first series in that realm for Holly Black. Really, if you think about it, Spiderwick Chronicles is probably the first, but anyway, well, I don't know which one came out first. Anyway, so I've read The Stolen Heir before, so this is a reread. My goal is to get 50% into it. I think I might end up getting further along. Surprise of all surprises, right? Like, that's what's been happening an obscene amount of times with me lately. But I will be reading the next book, which is The Prisoner's Throne, I think is what it's called. So that's cool. I will have knocked out 5 series this month that I've been like trying to knock out, so that's pretty exciting. Don't ask me what that number is, like, total. I should probably do a video about series tracking and like that whole thing. I don't know. There's like 2 videos I kind of want to do, which is my top 10 books of all time, but that's hard. And then, because it's just going to be like middle game again, seasonal fears, title creatures, anything written by Shauna McGuire, actually. Any of it, all of it, everything. Yeah, I plan to get 50% of Stolen Heir. Probably going to finish it today, unless I get bugged a bunch. We shall see. I went ahead and wrote more series on the back side of this note card. This is how I'm tracking like the series that I'm currently wanting to read. So I went ahead and wrote more on the back side that just have like 1 book left. And then I went ahead and marked them for like things that I have to read with my eyeballs, things that I can listen to, whether or not I have the cover printed out from my reading tracker, and like if I'm gonna have to reread the books or not. I think if I end up finishing these 2 books super ahead of time, I'm gonna go ahead and start The Mermaid, the Witch, and the Sea, since I have to read it with my eyes anyway. On like Monday maybe I'll start it, and then I will probably read comics that are a part of the series that I haven't finished. I think that that's probably a good idea. Anyway, for crocheting, I'd really like to finish the lid for the gift box that I'm making. I meant to do that yesterday, but then I was busy working. It was a lot of troubleshooting that required my full focus, so I didn't, other than listening to a book, I didn't really get anything done yesterday. But that's okay. What else? The cats both have colds. I don't know if I talked about this yesterday or not, but they both have colds. Mr. is pretty much recovered from his cold by now. Tybalt is in like the depths of his. He sneezed like a bajillion times last night. It was crazy. He's a very sleepy baby. I keep looking back there because he's in that chair. I don't know if you can see him or not because there's a box in my camera like right here, so I actually cannot see whatever is there. Can you see him at all? I don't know. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. Completely lost my train of thought. Oh, they both have colds. I called the vet because I was panicking because Mister's never gotten sick. So this is the first time that he's gotten sick that I know of. And he has feline HIV, so I inherently get nervous, right, if he gets sick. Also, we are so close to Aiden coming home. Please don't get sick. I will blame myself, right? I won't blame the fact that you're 11, that it's been raining for a week and a half, that all of the like standard reasons that you would have a cold. I will not blame any of those things. I will blame the fact that I brought a kitten into the house. And it could be because I brought a kitten into the house. Anyway, he's on the recover. Like, I haven't heard him sneeze at all today. I'm currently not hearing him breathing. His nose was so stuffy that like he was whistling as he was breathing, but he always kind of has a stuffy nose. So initially when it just was a little bit worse, I was like, allergies, makes sense, because I'm pretty sure homie's allergic to cats, which is hilarious. But then he started sneezing a lot, and I've never heard him sneeze a lot. And I was like, okay, I'm a little worried. Then Tybalt started sneezing a lot, and his eyes were watering, and I was like, oh no. So I called the vet. The vet was like, I know this about animals, because this is my rule of thumb with Cotter. It always has been. Are they playing? Are they eating food? Are they drinking water? They're probably fine. And that's what the vet said, but we did like a little like telemedicine thing, and the vet was like, they look fine. Are they like, they're following you around, they're purring, they're playing with each other, they're eating and drinking, they're using their litter boxes just fine, unless something gets worse. These usually clear up in 7 to 10 days. And I was like, okay. And then Art made me feel better because Art was like, Merlin gets colds all the time. Merlin is Art's cat. She was like, Merlin gets colds all the time. And I was like, okay, that makes me feel better. And then Phil said that one of his cats gets colds. I just had never experienced it. So I was like, you guys have to remember, I've never owned a cat. Like, prior to my marriage, I've never owned a cat. And prior to Aiden leaving, I never had to take care of a cat entirely by myself. I've lived with cats because Bella owned several cats while I lived with her, but I've never had a cat be my sole responsibility. I have had kittens because they were born on my front porch when I lived in an apartment, but even then I didn't know how to take care of them, so this is all very new. I'm learning. It's fun though, but I'm learning. Because Tybalt's been sneezing, he sleeps with me, which I really, really want to break him of that eventually. Like in the next couple of months, I want to break him of that because I'm allergic to cats to a certain degree. So I don't really want him to continue to sleep with me. He sneezes in my face like a little kid would. And now my nose is stuffy. And part of that is allergies and the weather. And the other part of me is like, did you fuckers give me your cold? Do I have a cat cold right now? Because that's absurd. That's ridiculous. So anyway, this was a long update for me to rant about the cats. I love them dearly. Maybe editing me will include a picture of them spooning because it was literally the cutest thing I've ever seen in my whole life. They cuddle all the time. All the time. They have I was a little worried they wouldn't get along because I had no idea. And oh my god, they love each other so much. All right, I'm gonna go. I gotta work and shit, but I'll talk to you later. Okay, thanks, bye. Hello, good morning. It's Monday. Words are hard. Have not been awake for very long. I overslept and I haven't taken my meds yet. And it's 8, which means like I'm gonna have to be doing things and I haven't even taken my meds yet. Ah! Anyway, happy Monday. It's the 29th. We are almost done with July, which is crazy. We're under 80 days now until my husband comes home. I have 11 more visits left before he comes home. So anyway, okay. But an exciting side note. I'm gonna read The Stolen Heir. I'm gonna finish it today, and then I might start the next book. That's whatever. Anyway, I decided that I want to start doing solo tabletop RPG games, like the journaling style ones, because one, those usually already have like the world and stuff built out in a way that is more fun for me, and two, it seems fun. That's really it. I have 3 picked out. One of them is a 1-page one. It's called One Page Left, and I'm gonna put it in a smaller notebook. So this will be my notebook for like short 1-page solo RPG games. This is like a spooky, you like make a killer and I don't know, you play a bad guy, I guess. I think is basically what happens. So I'm gonna like glue these 2 sides together and then stick them in here using tape so that I can like flip back and forth and journal accordingly. The other one that I'm gonna play is Kriko, which is where you play as a like little magical teenage witch for a year. It's the tricky thing about this one is that I need a stack of dice and I don't have a stack of dice, so I'm going to make some out of air dry clay. They said that I can use just like a bag of coins and like 1 different colored coin or something, so like they all feel the same. Like I could use stitch markers and just have like 1 random color stitch marker in there that I don't otherwise have, and that be the equivalency of that for when I don't have dice. So I might do that while I'm busy making the dice out of air dry clay. To be determined. I haven't decided yet. But that one's like a cute, more lighthearted, more slice of life one. And then the other one is 1,000-Year-Old Vampire. Oh, and I'm gonna do Kriko in this notebook because I've had it forever and I just have not been using it. I was using it for 2023's book blanket. Maybe cut these out. For 2023's book blanket. So ages ago, right? So not, and I didn't continue to use it, so. And it's a really nice quality notebook, so I am gonna do this for that one, especially because it has dot grid paper instead of lined paper, so I have a little bit more room to be silly in. I prefer writing in dot grid paper anyway. Then I'm going to do what I was saying, 1,000-Year-Old Vampire. I have this like paper that goes in my A5 or A6 binder, and I think I'm gonna do that for 1,000-Year-Old Vampire just because 1,000-Year-Old Vampire is kind of a long con. It's not a con. A longer game where you play this very old vampire, and like it's based around a memory keeping system, and like you lose memory and that kind of thing. So I think that could be cool. Overall, I think all of this is like a really fun idea, so you know, we'll see if it works out. You know, I'm just gonna leave that there. If it works out, I don't know. I just think it'll be a good way to pass the time. I've been like just bouncing around video games recently because I'm like trying to find something that holds my attention. And I think like Kuriko I could do in the mornings and 1,000-Year-Old Vampire I could do in the evenings or something. I don't know. I just like, I want something that holds my attention in a healthy way for the next like 79 days while I wait for my husband to come home, if that makes sense. So that's what I have going on. I will tell you guys more about it as I get it set up and like what I decide to do and like what it looks like and what that journey is, I guess. I don't know. I think it could be fun. But my work day is starting, so I have to get started working on that, but I will talk to you guys later. Okay, thanks, bye. Good morning. It is Tuesday the 30th. We've got one more day after today of the month, and then we're in August, which is pretty exciting. Today I am going to be finishing The Prisoner's Throne. I'm not really enjoying it, I'm going to be honest. I just don't care. I just don't care. I have like 40 minutes left, so I might finish it before my morning meeting, to be determined. Yeah, just not having a good time. I like don't know how else to explain it. I'm just like, okay. I did finish writing the story the story for CLEARURSHT up to 3. I wrote 3 parts. I'm gonna try and write another 3 today. And I also am going to try and write 3 more prompts today, and I think I'm just going to do that throughout the week. I think that will get me set up for success for the readathon. I am fully caught up on the book blanket for this month. I need to just do the like filler edge, which I think is just like a couple of them. I don't think there's a lot. And yeah, what else is happening today? Realistically, I need to weed, but I don't know if I will. It depends on the weather, entirely on the weather, so we'll see. I'm gonna start The Mermaid, the Witch, and the Sea, because it is with my eyes, so we're just gonna like start that, and then I'm gonna check on any of the audiobooks that I think I need for this, and check them out so that I have them for Thursday. I need to edit this vlog. I need to update some trackers, whatever. I did start 2 of the solo journaling RPGs that I wanted to start. So I started 100-Year-Old Vampire, 1,000-Year-Old Vampire. That is actually, I'm going to leave it in my living room because that's where I'm going to do it, is in the evening. It's dark. It's dark. It's already like kind of sad. Like I've already written this like kind of story about this, like she's a midwife in the olden ages, and had just like started being able to do it without her mentor, and then was turned by this lord who fucking sucks, and her first victim was somebody who harassed her, so like go off bestie, but then she accidentally turns her best friend and now they're like enemies, which is super sad. And then she like flees to this cottage and they're living her mentor knows what she is and is like, that's fine, Bessie, I am a woman of science. And then her mentor gets her like a servant, essentially, just to like help her out with this process. And they flee to this cottage, and they're in this cottage kind of figuring things out. And 100 years pass, and like everybody she knows is dead, and that sucks. And that's where we're at. Everyone she knows has died. She's figured out a feeding system, which is where she gets rid of really horrible men. Vengeance. She thrives on vengeance. And it's just dark, and I'm kind of sad already, and it's been 2.2 fucking seconds, and I'm sad. But for Kiriko, which is the other one I'm playing, I'm having a lot of fun with Kiriko. It is silly, it is fun. We are just a little bit into it. Like, I have not gotten far into Kiriko at all, but I'm still on volume 1. There's 7 volumes. I just didn't want to rush through it. This intro essentially is I just have like one more part of it, which is the arrival into Kiriko, and I wanted to ease my way into it. But my character, her name is Juniper, and she she's like kind of small. She's got big orange curly hair, very Merida vibes, freckles and glasses. She wears really big sweaters and silly socks and boots, and she always carries around her dad's camera, his old camera. Her familiar's name is Quinn. He's a mouse. She only had one friend, and that was Jamie, and she hated the village that she was in because everybody thought she was a freak. And so she's excited to go on this new adventure, but like scared too because she's 16 and like going off on her own. And then now she is arriving in Kiriko for the first time, and I am not there yet, but that's the next part for that. But it's a lot of fun. I'm having a ton of fun with this. It's getting like my brain working for storytelling, which is really helping with clear your shit. I am appreciating that it's helping my brain think in a more creative way. My job does not allow for a lot of creative thinking in that way. Troubleshooting is inherently creative at times, but this just allows for a little bit more creativity. I don't know if that makes sense, but whatever. Either way, I'm still very, very excited about it. I'm having a lot of fun. Yeah. But that's it from me. I'm going to go so that I can listen to The Prisoner's Throne, hopefully finish it, and get my to-do lists and stuff written out. So, okay, thanks, bye. Good morning. It is Wednesday, the 31st. This is the last day of the month. That's very exciting. These are what I use for Thousand Year Old Vampire, and this is what I'm using for the other thing I'm doing. And I did one risky decision, so I need to have that out. I think I'm going to paint these though, so I need to just set them aside so that I can do that. I know I'm going to paint them. I have again been having a lot of fun. I finished my first volume in my Koriko one. The struggle, honestly, for me right now is that I wish I had not done this like by hand. I wish I had done this digitally. But like I'm also glad I did it by hand because it means that I'm taking my time. Like I'm not rushing through it, but I want to rush through it. Like I want to continue on. My little character Juniper, she's had her first 2 entries since arriving into Koriko. For her, she's living in an abandoned van that she's fixing up, and she was in a junkyard looking for parts and came across a vampire, and she and the vampire are now kind of friends. The vampire is named Crow. Crow's a bit angry, she's scrawny, but they related because they both wear the same combat boots, so we love that for them. And then a traveler just sort of, I forgot to mark this off, a traveler just sort of like showed up and at her van needing like just rest and recovery, and Juniper gave that to him, and it turns out that he had this really important message for the rulership of the kingdom, and that he was like the only one entrusted with that message, and that's why he was so like exhausted and ready to go. So that was our first 2. I've got like 5 or 6 more that I can go through before we're done with this volume. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I think it's a lot of fun. With the 1,000 Year Old Vampire one, it's fucking sad. I don't know what I expected, but it's sad. Our sweet little vampire Marie, her name has now changed to Odette. She, they like, because of the change, she was a midwife, right? And that was how she was helping women, and somehow Tybalt knocked over his tower, and I had to fix that in a minute. He's getting so big, and so he's just like fucking shit up, and it's fine. Like there's nothing in my house that I care that much about, but, and this is his toy, so I really don't care. But anyway, there were hunters that were after her, and so she finally met back up with her best friend Adeline that she accidentally turned, and they were enemies, and they became enemies. And since it's been 100 years since that happened, they made up. They're friends now again, whatever. She doesn't necessarily forgive her, but whatever. Now they're living together, and it's giving very Interview with the Vampire. They acquire a child. So they have her, they don't turn her or anything, but they're like living together. They had to flee the country to France, and now they've renamed themselves. So Marie is now Odette, Annalise, or Adeline is now Annalise, and Sarah Beth the child is now Marie Anne. And so that's where we're at. That's where things have left off. It's fun. I'm having a lot of fun, but it is sad. It is like very sad, which is why I'm doing it in the evenings rather than in the mornings. I did get all of the things I needed to play both printed, so that I can just like flip through it here and not have to, like all the prompts for 1,000 Year Old Vampire I have printed, just so that I don't have to like go back and forth from my computer. And then this is the appendix for that. And then I went ahead and did the same with Koriko. I just forgot that there's holes on both sides because I fucked up. But I just did that because it made the most sense at the time. And it still makes the most sense. So yeah, I think I'm going to do a little bit of Koriko before work starts, and that'll be good. I'm not really listening to any audiobooks at the moment. It is the last day of the month, so I might start I Feed You to the Beast and the Beast is Me. with the intention to finish it tomorrow so that it counts for August. I did start The Mermaid, the Witch, and the Sea, and I remember why I enjoyed it so much. I almost didn't want to stop reading it, which sucked because I'm trying to pace it out. But it's really good. I'm still really enjoying hearing about Florian and Evelyn and like why each other is on this ship and what's going to happen to them, etc. I'm enjoying it. It's a really soft and sweet kind of story with like some grit to it. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. But that's that. I think I'm going to do some edits for this and then do Carico a little bit, plan out my to-do list, etc. And I will talk to you guys later. Okay, thanks, bye. Good morning. It is Thursday. It's August 1st. It is Lunasa, which if you are new here is one of the few Celtic holidays that I actually participate in. I need to find a focaccia recipe because I don't have anything to make other bread other than focaccia. I know I have the stuff to make focaccia. I just don't remember what to do with that recipe. Like what's needed for that recipe. Regardless. Yeah, that's happening today. I did get 50% into I Feed the Beast and the Beast Feeds Me. It's okay. It's not as I expected. Like, it's very, there's actually a movie that feels a lot like this, and I cannot think of what it's called, and maybe Editing Me will remember. She won't, because unfortunately for my vlogs, Editing Me is me in like 20 minutes, and I'm not gonna remember. But if by some miracle I do, hi. No, you don't need that. Release the yarn. What is on your face? He's getting so big. My battery's dying, so please hold. Okay, I'm back. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, if there's a movie that feels like this already, and also, it feels like Tiny Pretty Things if you added a horror aspect to it, which I'm not opposed to. Don't get me wrong. That's just what it feels like. Again, not opposed to it. Just is what it is. I also got 50% in The Mermaid, the Witch, and the Sea. Shit slaps. It's an amazing book. I'm having a great time reading it. And that's really it. Yesterday sucked. I had a migraine. I had tooth pain. I had a shitty work day. So yesterday sucked. I don't have a whole lot more to add to that. I did play 1,000 Year Vampire a little bit. Not as much as I wanted to. Like, I wanted to do 10 entries, but I only did like 8 entries, I think. I think that I am enjoying it a little bit less than Corico, so I think I might switch my focus to just doing Corico, and get through one game and then come back to 1,000-Year-Old Vampire. It's not that I dislike it or anything, it's that it's just really dark and I'm just not like in the place for that right now. So I think that I'm gonna just like set it aside for now and come back to it. Again, not at the faults of this thing, it just is how I'm feeling right now about that. So I'm going to take these pages out because they are taking up a lot of space. I'm going to leave the like pages I've already written. I'm leaving the memories and the inventory and all of that. I'm just going to leave all of that in here already. But I'm probably going to just like stick them in the back and have Corico moved up to the front. So yep, that's where I'm at. But that's it. I'm going to close the vlog here. I will talk to you guys later. I'll talk to you guys at another time. I'll talk to you guys next week. That's what I'm trying to say. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. It means the world. If you didn't enjoy this video, buddy, it's my life. I get it. Trust me, I do. So I will talk to you guys later. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, thanks. Bye.